Back in. What's going on?
Jase4Real in the building.
Hey,
Round of
hey.
applause. Let's go.
What's up, man? What you
How
got
you
going
doing,
on?
brother?
I'm all
Hey,
right.
man, listen, it's a long time coming. I know I hit you a while ago, but I appreciate you jumping on, brother.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. I'm here. Thanks for having me.
Abs Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let's get it cracking, man. On the low theory, the common theme is music. But most importantly, we just like to, hear stories we might not have known before, connect, see what you got going on now, but keeping it short, sweet, and concise. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna dive into everything, but
That's right.
I got a couple solid questions for you. But
Hit me with it. What's up?
for those who are not familiar, obviously you're part of the group Soul for Real, consisting of
Yes,
you
sir.
and your three brothers, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, take us behind the scenes of when you and your brothers signed your first deal and kind of what events led up to that moment.
Oh man. There's a lot of those moments before we signed the deal. It took us about a year of grinding in different ways. We had a manager. His name was David Turner. Uh, he would take us everywhere. You know what I mean? Partner Beacon.
No worries.
He would take us everywhere. Auditions, this, that, and other, talent shows and stuff like that. Just sing for everybody. And one of these days, we did an audition for a talent show in Mount Vernon, which to our surprise was backed and run by Heavy D and them. So
Mm-hmm.
we met Have, and Have brought us to Andre Harrell. Andre brought us to Cali, and boom, from there you got Soul for Real.
Word up. Is that your brother who just joined, Choc? Is that him?
Choc, what up? I don't know, maybe.
Word, if it is, salute. Salute to your brother, bro. Now, so it's Heavy D's brother who kind of put you on though, and then you met Heavy D, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, what things do you wish you knew now about the industry before you got signed?
Shit, I really can't. I can't say I would do anything much different. Um, what do I wish I knew? Like if I knew it then, now you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like if you had the knowledge that you have now, what would you do differently, to get signed, knowing
Man, I
what you
really,
know?
I really don't even know. I wouldn't even change anything that happened. You know what I mean? It's like you saw that movie Butterfly Effect. Change
Mm-hmm.
one little thing, you might lose a whole arm. Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
hmm Yo,
That's
open
a
this,
fact.
please.
Yo, you wanna let Chalk in the live?
Yeah. Why?
Okay,
Why not? What's going on, man?
absolutely. Chalk, send a request. I'll let you jump in. Um, Let me ask you the question. What are some of your early tour memories? Like some things that you remember that you can never forget?
So press the little plus button, Chuck. It's the little plus button. You said the early memories.
Yeah, of tours though, the tours that you did as a group.
Oh man, there was a couple crazy times. There was a couple crazy times. Now,
I mean, what could you share? What could you share, man?
sheesh. I remember one time. I don't know who they were shooting at, but who shoots at the R&B joint? You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, the shootout broke out pretty close
Really?
to us. We had to just bounce off the stage like in mid performance. There he goes.
Chalk, what up?
Got up out
Yo,
of from a nap.
Salute,
Nappy
man.
Wappy,
what's
Nappy
good?
Wappy.
Y'all see me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, boom! There I go. Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
salute,
we could
salutations, man.
salute, brother. Salute. Thank you
Yo,
for jumping.
I just had to say, I was listening to bro, and I would have answered it the same way. I wouldn't really change nothing from how we got in, but it's a lot of knowledge we have now that I definitely would have taken a lot of what I went through. It would have been different. Like we would have been independent at a different stage. We would have, we would have just been shit would have been a little different if I had the knowledge I have now.
Right.
Back
But
then.
back then the independent route wasn't really prevalent as it is now.
Not just beginning. You feel me? Because we was coming through the gates when the founders of that, like Rockefeller, Jay-Z was like one of the first people that really popped that shit off as far as being signed to your own label and being a corporation, signing your corporation along with yourself. See, as time evolves, that's the only way now. If you
Right.
haven't noticed, that's why things are just different for artists and they getting to reap what they supposed to, as opposed to like, we were like the last of the Mohicans from our era. And a lot of people learned from us,
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let me ask you guys a question. One of your biggest hits as a group, Candy Rain, right? Produced by the Trackmasters. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Indeed.
Okay.
Them boys.
Who? Yeah, crazy. Produced by the Trackman. Who wrote that song, by the way?
Terry Robinson, right?
Yeah, Terry wrote that.
Talking about Candy Rain?
Yes.
Yeah, Terry Robinson wrote Candy Rain.
Terry Robinson wrote
Crazy. Now,
he got the idea from us, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember the day.
Yeah, the idea originated.
Choc came in the Choc came in the studio. He was singing. We actually recorded the record later on and re-recorded the record later on.
That's
facts. In life, but yeah, he was humming a tune that he had wrote himself, and Have was like, "Yo, say that again. What's that? Sing that again. Sing that again." He sang. He sang the lyrics.
It was that
and
song.
Yeah,
remember
word up.
Song,
word
Do You
up.
And I took the beginning of the M2 song. You remember when the lady says, "Coming down." I took those same lyrics, but I sang it different on one of my original joints. And when Hev heard me sing that, he was like, "Yo, he said, just like my brother
called
said,
Terry.
that again."
He called Terry. He was like, "Terry, come here, sing that again. And he sang it, and then he was like, "Yo, you could go do something more for that." And she came back.
It was like, write a song called Candy Rain, and she started, and that's what she did a good job because she made that song up right in front of us. Yeah,
wow.
She just she wrote the lyrics on the spot, and sang those lyrics right in front of us.
Like almost like how MCs freestyle. She was just like, "Bow."
Like as soon as Hev told her to write a song called Candy Rain, she started, "My love to you." She just went into it and wrote the song. We was like, "Yo, that's lit. Fuck it, run it."
That's crazy, man. Now, I heard an interview, basically saying, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, because you guys are here, you lived through it. Did you guys didn't see any royalties from this? Is that true?
Nah, it took us a while. We started seeing royalties in like 2013.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, man. That's crazy, man.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I was trying to tell you. Like, if you can go back and change things. Right. But you said you wouldn't change anything. You sure you wouldn't change anything?
Like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change a thing because who knows? Who knows? I wouldn't be here. I might not be here.
We can't help the way we can. Sure. That's something that
it just doesn't exist to me to try to change something. That's why I said that and answered like that, because I know it might seem weird. Like, who wouldn't want to change? Nah, we only live once.
Valid.
The fact is, we live once.
I agree with my brother, but I was like, wow, you're speaking for me too, bro, because you know the entry to anybody's career when it comes to notoriety on whatever level, it's a blessing and it's your path. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ask that question to most people, I think they might say the same thing too. If you coming from where we come from, because we fought, we struggled to get what we got, and everything from the entry, from the beginning to the whatever phase it was. It was supposed to happen.
Absolutely.
Right,
Look at
right.
it.
Now, for those in the chat are not familiar, we got Jase4Real, we got Choc. That's
For real.
two-fourths of the Soul4Real group.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Jace, you were the lead singer on Rain, and Choc, you were the
Mm-hmm.
lead singer on Every Little Thing I Do, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crazy. Both great records. Now, what are some of your fondest memories of Heavy D and Andre Harrell?
Man, the whole little time with that first run for me, it's just full of memories because we went from like cats on regular cats in the hood to just international notoriety, and those are the guys that we went through it with. So we kind of grew with them at our early stages. We learned a lot from them, and they had genuine love in spite of whatever transpired on the business.
Yeah.
Like we have a lot of genuine moments we remember with Hev and Andre that that shit ain't gonna go nowhere, man.
Yeah.
Good memories
One of
is good
one of one of
memories. You
one of
feel
my
me?
memories, one of my fondest memories is of us on South Beach. On South Beach that time. Remember that time we was on South Beach, and I think it was one of our first times on South Beach. And
Yeah,
like I was pretty short at the time. I was a teenager. And I don't think he really saw me looking at him, and like, but to observe him in his ghetto fabulousness, telling everybody, making jokes, and having the time of his life at the same time running this whole company.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. I
that that
remember that.
that's one of my fondest memories of him. Like he was an ill nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's
For
crazy.
real, he was definitely one of my inspirations. People like him, MC Light, Rakim, De La Soul. All these people were like the ones that are close to me that I watch. Like Hev came from a couple of barrels away. Um,
Hmm.
Rakim was my same neighborhood. You know,
Crazy.
LL Cool J. Like I used to run into him at the gas station. Like so, all these people
Word up.
really inspired. I was like, if these people can do it, like the only difference between me is that they persisted until they got it, and I'm no different. And that's how me and all my brothers uh, just took that whole approach when it came to this whole thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. It looks like Jace froze a little bit, but Choc,
Yeah,
because I was gonna ask Jay. Oh, there we go. He's back. I was
yeah,
gonna
you there?
say, when you guys were signed to Uptown, did the label ever push you guys to go solo at that moment? Because I know you guys are doing your solo thing now, but at that moment, did they?
Yeah, nah. We were never pushed to do anything solo. That just came from us over time. But the thing is, like, what people don't understand with us is us working on projects. It's not a cliche thing. Like, even if you see one of us like promoting or doing his own thing to where it makes it cross like that, we stand 1,000% in support of every move that in music.
That's slick. That's slick how we're
Okay, okay.
introducing ourselves. That's slick
Yeah,
how we was introducing ourselves before we came up with the name Soul for Real and got redeveloped and rebranded into Soul for Real.
yeah.
That's how they met us. They met us
That's actually like
with
like
individual, like, you know what I'm saying, and collectively.
yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
um one of the things we wanted highlight about us as a group is there is no lead singer. We all sing lead. And we all can maintain doing a solo project if need be. And
That part.
we were trying to prepare everybody for that so that we don't get wrapped up with that cliche shit because that's not us.
That part.
But it's still it just leaves the room for the cliche because people just don't know that. You know,
Right,
know how
right.
And also it's that part of that whole stigma of the whole thing about groups and how groups break up
Yeah,
is cliche in itself and what people expect, you know what I'm saying? And I think that was just uh, um
back.
yeah.
effort, an effort from, for tight brothers, and loyalty, and you know what I'm saying, to show like what family is really about. You know what I'm saying, and that's where that came from, that part. And
100%.
I think to this day we still represent that. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you guys are brothers. You guys are blood brothers. You can't separate that. You can't take that away, no matter what. I have a
There
brother,
you
so I
go.
know how it is. Now, yo, the
There you
second
go.
album, right? How was it working with? Because I know Diddy played a big part in that. I mean,
Hmm.
that's Diddy, working with Mary J. Blige when he was doing My Life, like that era of Diddy. Like, how was it working with him?
I really don't remember
It
working with Diddy. Like he was in and out of the studio and shit.
Yeah, it
It was
was
like
like
bouncing
I
around.
expected to be more one on one with him from my memory. Like I was, but you know, it was cool like having that little moment to work with his boys 112. You know, we clicked pretty good when we worked on that project.
Oh, well, hold on. You saying 112 was around back then?
Yeah, that's who
Oh
we
yeah, yeah.
actually worked with them more on the project. We sat and we got to bond with them guys more than Diddy actually. Like we seen him like on the come through. Like it really wasn't that much time spent with him like that. Like Jace was just saying.
I think that's because I think that's what things were shifting at the time as well, and they were in
Right.
the position they already had
Mm-hmm.
and been in a position to come in and write for other artists. Like we weren't the type like have them let us write for motherfuckers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, crazy. Now,
It's something that we didn't get into yet.
right, exactly, exactly. You guys so good. You guys can see me, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, Jace, you got the solo thing going. You got the production company, Jace Music LLC. You got the label,
Chase
B.
making music.
Yup,
Yup.
BEA.
Best
How's that
entertainment
going?
alive.
Yeah, how's that going?
Yeah,
The
not bad.
development is still underway. Of,
But what
of course, Jase4Real and
going on? Every- What does that
Jase4Real
mean?
is kind of paramount, and
Now, you were kind of breaking up a little bit, Jace.
yeah.
Nah, you were kind of breaking up a little bit.
I said it's
You're good
going
now,
slow
though.
motion. I think the focus right now is to do Jase4Real. You know what I mean? You'll definitely see
So,
the change
mhm.
in motion when it's time to really put that change the energy and put it behind certain artists and shit like that.
Absolutely. We lost your bro, but so you're basically saying, yeah, you got your label and everything, but
And
um
plans and all of that.
yeah, but you're
Artists.
you're bas you're yeah, you're basically saying you guys are focused on because you released a group solo a group single in 2020. So is there an album
Hmm.
coming?
Yeah, that was just to let y'all know that, and you know, those who do know about that, they know they got their eye open for it. You know what I mean? Hopefully, everybody gets a chance to click on it and fucking love again and all of that. It was two records. It was Love Again and Love on Me.
Yes.
And yeah, it's on the solo joint. It's a lot of solo shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, boom! I'm back.
There you go.
Word.
Yeah, I was just about to send a message on salute to y'all, man. I don't know what happened because I re-requested and everything. The frequency, y'all was freezing up too. I didn't know what was going on, but
I don't
It's
yeah,
that's
I'm
all
not
good.
I'm not sure, but what we were just finished talking about is basically you guys released a single in 2020 last year. So basically you're hinting at releasing another project.
yeah, we got some stuff in the making. We just actually did Unsung. It's gonna drop in January, and we got a lot. We just gonna be kind of frisbee and singles out. Like you never know. we got a lot of work lined up to be utilized, and that we're gonna utilize it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, a message for the both of you guys, like out of all the new R&B cats, who you guys listening to right now?
Oh
Mm.
man, keep my ear out there. Like I be listening to a lot of everybody, man.
Yeah, you stay
Anybody
on the
that's
new shit.
power moves, you feel me? Anybody that's really pounding the pavement, you know, buzzing or whatever. Like I be on them, you know,
Yeah.
because that's how I always was anyway. I like to stay listening to trending stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna front. I
Yeah,
like a lot of that shit, but I don't know that this shit sounds so much alike. Like I'm old school now. Like I don't I don't
yeah,
even be
because
knowing the
it's
name of
a
the
particular
motherfuckers.
kind. You
Like
gotta, you know,
it be a lot of dope stuff though, man. A
it's a
lot of
certain
dope stuff out
formula.
that I like.
It's a certain formula. I don't be listening to bullshit. Anything that I'm drawn to, it has a certain element to it, and it reminds me of something like my time in music. You
Right.
know, because if you look, that's always going to be alive. You know, through music. If you look at a lot of music that people are doing now, they the reason why our era of music is still so lit is because they're now really they really just tapping back into that whole thing by redoing the actual music we were doing back then. A lot of
Right.
people are taking stuff that
Yeah,
came
that's that.
out when we was out. You feel me? And
Yeah,
they
that
redo
shit
the
changed.
music to it now, like how we used to get
Yeah,
back
the
done. It used to get done like
back
that back
then.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We got you. We got you. We
yeah.
got you,
My
Choc.
little
No,
fumble.
no, no worries. And I was gonna say that, like, how does it feel to have done, you know, that album, the Candy Rain album went platinum, right? In '94. And till this day, it's just still so relevant that, like you said, now the new generation is catching wind. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, how does that feel to you guys? It's still so relevant even after so many years.
It
That
feels
feels
like
good to
it
me. That
feels
feels amazing
yeah, it feels good.
because
It feel mm. Yeah, it's not it hadn't been just a fad, you know what I'm saying? It's called time. It's being part of something timeless, and the things that you know we still here right here with it. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it's the hearts. It's our hearts that's in it. Sometimes, like I said, I think I said that shit the other day. It be the talent that gets you there, man, but it's that heart and that drive that's gonna keep you
I
there.
froze up again.
Right.
Keep the love of the fans and whatever
Everybody.
the fuck is going on. Like I don't know other than other how other to explain it other than a blessing that
Right.
Yeah, it's beyond.
that's the case. You
That
know
shit
what I'm
is
saying?
beyond control. Like you don't have control over that when it comes to the duration of how the music resonated with everybody and it's still staying relevant because there's a lot of acts from our era that are not in full rotation now. It bugs me out that I randomly, just like everybody else, it doesn't matter where I am, I hear my song. It could come on. And then people experience that more than we do. So it's
Yeah.
like, wow, man, we look at it for what it really is. To us, that's God. Like, God kept us alive and relevant throughout the, no matter what's going on, he making sure, maybe that was one of his favorite records of all time. And he was like, yo, fuck that. If it's one thing, that song is staying in rotation, you know? So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. God bless. Yeah.
yeah.
Industry Blitz said, why are they not booked for the big Snoop R&B concert, Lovers and Friends, or are you guys?
Hell, I mean, I'm thinking the same thing now that you ask. Come to think of it, yeah, why aren't we booked for that? I don't know,
Mo-
It's probably in the making right now though because we just we brewing up a lot of stuff and we about to just come hitting the pavement really really hard, harder than
Yeah,
ever before in all our independent.
sometimes it's a real tailor-made move that's for you and you alone, and you can't ain't no blueprint you can follow and nobody it's so whatever's going on,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Just wait for it.
yo, listen, Jace, I like your positivity. I
I
really can
appreciate
sense
it.
I can sense good energy from you, man. And
I appreciate it.
no, absolutely, that's real. But you guys are still touring, right? You guys are still touring. You guys are still doing shows. Besides the new
Yep.
album, I saw on your page, Jason, you got a tour coming up. What was it with Genuine?
That's more like a spot date because they didn't it wasn't they couldn't afford Soul for Real. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely. Yo, go ahead and plug where they can follow you.
Yeah.
You know, if people want to reach out to you, where can they find you?
Go ahead, Chuck.
Chuck's froze right there. You heard Chuck?
Well,
Chuck?
shout out to social media. He's in there. If y'all look down, I don't know yours to shout yours out, Chuck, but
Yeah, we're
I
good. Just plug what
You
you need to
heard?
plug, brother.
at Jase4Real, Jase number 4REAL, Jase number 4REAL, and you can follow us at the Real Soul for Real,
Mm-hmm.
at the Real Soul for Real.
Absolutely.
Come on
Um,
down.
yeah. I would make you, I not make you, but I would
Yeah,
request maybe
yeah.
just a little
Make
bit of
me.
that Candy Rain, something that, to tell people you still
I'm
got it
signing off,
if you
y'all.
want. All right, Chuck.
Salute.
You said you wanted me to sing something.
If you want to give people a little
Play a
taste,
tune.
man, of the
Play a tune.
classics.
Play a tune. Yeah. Let's
And
go
and,
from
and and
here.
before Jace does this, yo, listen, Jace got solo music on Spotify. He's got an album called Nines. Go and stream
Word.
that. Go and stream that, okay? Nines.
Yeah. Nines, you like that one? That nines joint be like,
I like that one.
I've been waiting all this time, but you and I know how to look, how to listen, you and I. Everything be crystal clear. Party like we just don't care. And we sure don't care, we on nine. Little kush, little drink, cloud nine. Baby girl, actually by the nine. The music in her beats bumping, that's the nines. Yeah. Now you gotta look this shit up, man. You gotta
Word.
look it
That's what I'm
up.
trying. I'm trying to get people familiar, man, so they can catch your solo stuff, man.
Yeah, man. Just click on it, man. It's all there, man. YouTube, Spotify, all of it. At Jase4Real, man. I love y'all.
Word, man. Listen, we're all looking forward to that next So For Real album. I appreciate you jumping on the platform. Unexpectedly, your brother jumping on, which was pretty dope. So,
Yeah, no
listen,
doubt.
whenever you want to jump on again to promote anything, let me know.
I appreciate that, brother.
All
Well,
right,
thanks for
man.
having me on, man.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Peace.
Peace.